with happiness and good health. In today's video, we're about to uncover the emotional story behind a former father-in-law's shocking decision to hand over all of his assets to Jack and Tu Tien. But what heartbreaking reason made them both speechless? Stay with us to find out. And if you enjoy stories like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss our upcoming videos. You know, he says, instead of building the fish pond right away, why don't we create a lotus pond first? I think it would make this place feel even more peaceful. Tu Tien looks at the spot and imagines colorful flowers floating across the water. A lotus pond? She asks with a smile. That sounds beautiful. Jack nods enthusiastically. We can plant lotus flowers and water lilies. When they bloom, this whole yard will look completely different. The idea instantly excites Tu Tien. She has always loved flowers, and the thought of having her own little pond fills her with happiness. Jack immediately grabs his phone and searches for a nearby flower nursery. After finding one with excellent reviews, he calls the owner. Hello, I'd like to order some lotus flowers and water lilies. Could you deliver them to my home this afternoon? The owner happily agrees. Jack orders several pots of lotus flowers along with a collection of colorful water lilies before ending the call. After putting away his phone, he turns back toward the unfinished pond. We'll also need some heavy plastic lining underneath so the water won't leak. I'll stop by the company first, then buy everything on my way home. Tu Tien nods. Sounds good. While you're working, I'll head to the melon field later and harvest today's crop. The two sit down for a short break under the shade. Tu Tien has already boiled fresh corn, and the simple meal somehow tastes even better after a morning of hard work. Jack hands her a piece. Here, eat, while it's still warm. She laughs. You should eat too. You've been working non-stop since sunrise. As they enjoy breakfast together, they continue talking about the future. Jack imagines how the pond will look once the flowers spread across the surface. There'll be pink, white, and purple blossoms everywhere. It'll become the most beautiful corner of our home. Tu Tien smiles softly. I can't wait to see it. The conversation shifts naturally to work. Jack asks how she's been feeling lately. You've been working so hard these past few weeks. Promise me you'll take care of yourself. Tu Tien gently shakes her head. I'm fine. You're the one who worries too much. Jack chuckles. I have to. Otherwise, who will remind you to rest? After breakfast, they divide the day's work. Jack will stop by the company, buy the plastic liner and any remaining supplies, while Tu Tien heads to the melon garden to harvest fruit for today's market. Before leaving, Jack notices the blazing sunshine overhead. It's gonna be really hot today. Don't stay out too long. I'll come back early. And wear your hat. I know. He helps place the hat on her head before smiling. Now I can let you go. The small gesture makes Tu Tien laugh. I'll see you later. After she leaves, Jack spends another hour carefully leveling the ground where the pond will be built. Every shovel of dirt is packed down evenly, so the plastic lining will fit perfectly. Sweat runs down his face beneath the intense afternoon sun, but he keeps working. This has to be done properly, he tells himself. If we're going to build something for Tu Tien, it should last for many years. Finally satisfied, Jack drives to his company to finish several documents before stopping at a construction supply store. He purchases a large roll of thick waterproof plastic and loads it into his vehicle. That should be enough, Xiao. Smelling pea, he says. Now all we need are the flowers. Just as he returns home, a delivery truck arrives carrying the lotus flowers and water lilies. The driver carefully unloads each pot. Jack inspects every plant with excitement. Some already have flower buds waiting to bloom. Others display broad green leaves that promise to spread beautifully across the water. They're perfect, Jack says with a grin. After paying the delivery driver, he gently places each pot beside the unfinished pond. I know Tu Tien is going to love these. Meanwhile, several miles away, Tu Tien spends the afternoon harvesting fresh melons under the scorching sun. Customers at the local market quickly gather around her stand. How much are the melons? 20,000 dong per kilogram. Are they sweet? They were picked fresh this morning. Satisfied customers begin buying several kilograms at a time. Before long, nearly every melon is sold. By the end of the afternoon, only a few remain. Tu Tien smiles happily as she packs everything away. It was a good day. With the remaining melons loaded onto her motorbike, she heads home, completely unaware of the surprise Jack has been preparing for her all afternoon. As she turns into the yard, the first thing she notices isn't Jack. It's the colorful lotus flowers lined up beside the newly finished pond. She freezes in place. A huge smile slowly spreads across her face. Jack! She can hardly believe what she's seeing. The peaceful garden she had imagined that morning is already beginning to come to life. Jack walks over with a proud smile on his face. So, what do you think? Tu Tien slowly kneels beside the flowers, gently touching one of the lotus leaves, as if she's afraid it might disappear. They're beautiful. She looks up at Jack, her eyes sparkling. You bought all of these for me? Jack nods. I wanted to surprise you. While you were at the market, I picked them up and finished preparing the pond. Tu Tien can't hide her excitement. I've always wanted a little lotus pond like this. I know. Jack laughs. That's why I made sure to choose plants that already have flower buds. They should bloom very soon. Tu Tien carefully examines each pot. There are so many colors: white, pink, even purple. I picked every single one myself. She smiles warmly. Thank you. Jack points toward the roll of plastic already spread across the pond. Come on. Let's finish planting them before sunset. Although both of them have spent the entire day working, neither seems tired anymore. Together, they carefully stretch the waterproof liner across the pond, smoothing every wrinkle so it fits neatly against the edges. Jack kneels inside the shallow pit while Tu Tien hands him stones one by one. We should secure the edges first. You're right. The two work side by side without needing many words. After everything is secured, Jack connects the water hose. Clear water slowly begins filling the pond. As the water level rises, both of them pause to watch. It already looks different, Tu Tien whispers, and there aren't even any flowers in it yet. Jack smiles. Just wait another hour. Once enough water has collected, they begin planting the lotus flowers. Jack carefully scoops soft mud from the bottom. The roots need just enough mud to hold them in place. Tu Tien crouches nearby. Like this? Perfect. She gently presses the first lotus into the mud. The leaves immediately float across the surface. They both stare at it for a moment. It already feels alive. One by one, they continue planting. The white lotus goes near the center. The pink varieties are arranged around it. Finally, the colorful water lilies are spread across the remaining space. Soon, the once empty pit has transformed into a peaceful little pond. Tu Tien can't stop smiling. I never imagined we'd finish this today. Jack wipes the sweat from his forehead. Honestly, this is exactly how I pictured it. The afternoon sun reflects across the water, making every leaf shimmer. For several minutes, neither of them speaks. They simply admire what they've created together. Jack finally breaks the silence. In a few weeks, once everything grows, this place will become our favorite spot. Tu Tien nods. We'll drink tea here every morning. And watch the flowers bloom. Jack laughs. That's a promise. Just as they begin cleaning up their tools, Jack suddenly notices something. One of the lotus buds is already beginning to open. He points excitedly. Look! Tu Tien quickly walks over. It already has petals. I told you I picked the healthiest plants. She gently cups the flower with both hands. It's even more beautiful than I imagined. As evening approaches, the air finally cools. The exhausting heat of the afternoon slowly disappears. Jack carries the remaining tools back toward the house, while Tu Tien washes the mud from her hands. Inside the kitchen, she remembers the melons she brought home. I saved a few for you. You sold almost everything, Jack asks. She nods proudly. Only 3 were left. Jack smiles. Looks like today was a lucky day for both of us. A few minutes later, they sit together on the porch, sharing slices of fresh melon while looking toward the newly completed pond. The peaceful atmosphere makes the long day feel worthwhile. Jack takes another bite before speaking. You know, we don't need expensive things to be happy. Tu Tien quietly agrees. As long as we're together. Jack looks toward her. We've been through difficult times, but moments like this remind me why we never gave up. She smiles softly. No matter how hard life becomes, we'll keep building our future together. The camera slowly pans across the yard. The stacked firewood, the vegetable garden, the small wooden house, and now, the brand new lotus pond, gently reflecting the colors of the evening sky. The narrator speaks softly. Sometimes happiness isn't found in grand achievements. It's hidden inside ordinary afternoons, shared with the people who matter most. A simple garden, a handful of flowers, a quiet meal together. These small moments eventually become the memories we treasure forever. As darkness slowly falls, Jack and Tu Tien remain seated beside the pond, talking about all the projects they still hope to build together in the future. Neither of them realizes that life is quietly preparing another unexpected chapter. Someone from Jack's past has already made a life-changing decision. A decision that will soon bring both gratitude and overwhelming emotion into their peaceful home. The man has spent countless sleepless nights thinking about everything Jack and Tu Tien have done for him. After watching them live honestly, work tirelessly, and treat everyone with kindness, he has finally reached a conclusion. Tomorrow, he will arrive carrying a leather briefcase. Inside, it are documents that could completely change Jack and Tu Tien's future. Property deeds, bank books, and every remaining asset he owns. But what truly leaves them speechless isn't the value of the inheritance. It's the heartfelt reason behind his decision. What could possibly convince a lonely former father-in-law to entrust his entire life's fortune to Jack and Tu Tien? Jack and Tu Tien spend a peaceful day building a beautiful lotus pond in their yard, sharing simple happiness through hard work, laughter, and care. While Tu Tien harvests and sells melons at the market, Jack prepares a surprise by buying lotus flowers and water lilies for her. Their quiet joy is soon followed by an emotional twist, as Jack's former father-in-law prepares to reveal a life-changing decision.